Good morning. How y'all doing today? Well, today is going to be recognition and common sense. 2012, when y'all sabotaged me and y'all used my platform and used me as bait, FBI and Christopher Wade, y'all used my platform and created a link called RabbitX and picked up $40 million. And apparently when I caught on to the situation and I hollered and made noise, y'all pulled it out of the app store. And what happened? Y'all used me as bait to lure in hackers. And since no hackers came into my platform, and y'all created another one, RabbitX, and then walked off with $40 million. Well, I'm going to say something. Let me get my coffee in the morning because I just got off the phone with my lawyer and my law firm. And I got a good news for y'all. And I'm going to call out names the same way I call out my name. It's the third time. I'm done. 2012, 2016, I didn't know who it was. But I'm going to mention names on this one. I don't care how y'all feel about it. It don't bother me. What bothers me is the ignorance and the immaturity of the politician in the House. Yes, I'm going to call y'all all out. Be aware of this. Including Tom Massey. You call me out, you better sure you have evidence on me. And pure evidence, because I already got off the phone with my lawyers and my law firm, because I got two of them. And I'm coming to sue you and everybody else in that house if y'all put me in the name on the... If you keep adding me on something that's not involved with me. In fact, I'm helping y'all, but y'all want to sabotage me and believe these regimes and these crooked people and this... I hate to say it, but she is a prostitute Bondi. I'm calling everything out. I'm tired of it. How long this is going on? You gave me enough time, even though the stamps, those stamps from the feds or whatever you think I am, make sure you have my name on it. But when you kind of insinuate and make things out of me, but the conversation, a lot of these people know because I listen to everything. Everything. I'm going to let you know something. Y'all are the little 5th graders interrogating these master puppets because they are mastering y'all like little puppets. You know, documents disappear, documents come up with different names, with Elvis Presley, John Doe, whatever. But y'all assume that I'm involved because y'all underestimating the gift that God gave me. And since y'all think that I'm a regime or messiah, again, call me out one more time and I'm coming up there. And I'm going to press charges on all of y'all for false accusation, sabotaging me, dismantling my life, pretty much trying to put me involved in a crime or in an operation of pedophile regime. You don't get it, I'm helping y'all. And if I was helping y'all, take that as appreciation and take that as a tool to dismantle them. But no, y'all just throw back the bullet on me because these little evil... Let me hold my mouth because I'm better than them. Thank you, Lord. If I was in that situation, I wouldn't be here talking to you on camera. I wouldn't be donating money behind the pillars as a non-profit organization since 2010. But now y'all want me out here. But now when y'all want me out here, y'all realize half of the Democratic, y'all are corrupt. Half are good. And the ones you know is good is the ones out there facing the people, talking to people, trying to get people to vote. Not sit in the house and scratch their head and go, well, yeah, it could be this person. I wouldn't brag about finally, after 17 years, that my account's been frozen, but all I could do is just donate, give donations, go in the market, do trades, exchange, liquidation. But y'all keep my money, y'all use it against me. But finally I got $15 billion back from Trump fraud and his family from when he pardoned CZ from Bosnia, that he gave Trump's kids and Trump my half of my partnership business of World Liberty. Well, you know what? All that's coming down. And you remember this, Trump. Hear this too. All those wallets he took, which I am the authentic Satoshi, I thank the Lord. That's why I carry this with me. Because they took 3 months before they represent me and put everything together to see where all this fraud is coming from. Because they couldn't believe I had all these wallets, all these partnerships, all these shares since 2010. And they go, how come you did not withdraw? I said, because they froze my account. I can't get no credit score. No. I can't even rent the house, buy a car, rent the car. Not even a bank. I can't even open a bank because a red flag right away. As soon as it hits to my credit score, it's a red flag. It's frozen. Secretary of Exchange, they have all my information. It's all updated. U.S. Treasury, U.S. Inspector General, U.S. Secretary, FICA, FCC, DAP, I mean, all of them. But accuse me again of being involved in Epstein because y'all being the puppets and Trump and Bonji and Patel are y'all puppet masters, and I'm calling out just like that. Y'all are the puppet masters, and on top of that, y'all think that I'm a messiah or Saddam or a terrorist. I'm proud of being American, but what kills y'all is that I'm brown. And my voice is being heard, and I'm going out there every day and talking to these people. I'm making a progress for the American people, and y'all don't like that. And since when y'all had me swear to my oath, and I'm not going to mention name on that one, because y'all did it behind doors, and y'all, 237 picked for me to be the next runner? I don't care no more about that. I care about whether I be or not. When I get this money today or tomorrow, I'm going to start opening my own nonprofit organization of healthcare and food bank for every person in this American soil. I even had, because y'all think, oh, well, he's traveling here. No, my physical body stays always in Texas. When I come and talk to, when I go to Spain, they know me by Taboo. When I go to UK, Velo. When I go to China, Tawana. Putin, Kami, he calls me. And I could go on. And yes, and I donate money, and what I do, I'm creating peace and stabilization to stop the war, stop the terrorism, stop the drugs, and stop the trafficking. And the main thing I'm worried about, which I don't see none of, and I'm gonna call you out, every single Republican and half of your Democratic don't care about our kids because they still locked up, incarcerated, 5 and 6 year old. But yeah, y'all want to question me of being in the trafficking when I'm doing all this, giving you signs. I even have my best friend from Africa, Ibrahim Tutorial, yesterday sends me out telling me all these people here in America, corporate people, people from the Congress, fleeing out of Texas. Fleeing out of America. So I'm pulling every asses out. Some of them pulling out the asses and putting them in liquids. Some of them are selling their digital currency so cheap because they want to go to other seas where they think they can't press charges. But call me out one more time because I already got my lawyers. I talked to them this morning. We was an hour and a half talking. I got 2 sets of lawyers. A good law that fights criminal justice against legislation and against the jurisdiction, just like Jack Smith. And I got a law firm that's well known. And they related to Ray John the Third. John Ray the Third. Yes, the one that represent Elon. And get off my phone. Tell Elon, get off my phone. Tell Elon, stop listening to my phone, dismantling all my phones. Because it costs me money every time he dismantles my phones. Because I'm calling everybody out today. I'm done. And if you want to come get me, subpoena me in court like I've been telling y'all for what, 17 years? Y'all was afraid. You know, when I hired these attorneys, it took them 3 months before they said, hey, Mr. Ayala, we represent you. It's not a fraud they have against you. You are the guinea pig on this big operational of conspiracy of pyramid, and it's coming from inside the house to these platforms, to these big corporates, to some of these banks, and some of these low-life retailers, no name, no business, because my lawyers did investigations. No location is a name, is a LLC, but no employees, no name. Come on. But call me out, Tom Massey, again. Yeah, I'm calling you out because you called me out yesterday. You know, this is the third time. Call me out one more time, and I'm coming with a big lawsuit on everybody. I send letters, and I send everything to the federal judge. I even sent for impeachment on Trump and his people. But I'll tell you something. It is sad that y'all getting filibustered by Kash Patel, by Pam Bondi, by Christy Jerkoff. I'm pretty upset because y'all dismantled my life for 17 years. I couldn't get no credit score, no bank account, no rent a home, no buy a car. But I thank of God that blessed me and my kids that I raised them well as a single father. And if you look at your dates and you so much worry about me being involved or being a Hamas or a Messiah or Hamas or whatever, do your credit check history. Because you know what? Since 2012 to last year, because Trump took them off, I was getting food benefits, SNAP recipient with my kids and in school. In 2011, well, that's when they beat me up in 2012. Right after that, they fabricated a case and put something on me and gave me a charge where I went to jail in Hutchins. And yes, Dallas Hutchins. I was incarcerated there at state jail for 9 months. Then I got released. Then my parents died in 2015. And so, since I was still in probation, I went and buried my parents in Puerto Rico. Came back. Then I had to go back to Hutchins for another 7 months. So look at the dates. Okay? I worked for 17 years for a company here in Texas, in Fort Worth, downtown, for every hotel industry. And the company is called VIP Event Staffing Service. And I was the owner, and he's a Sri Lankan, his right hand. I was the coordinator of the event, coordinator of the staff, the whole 9 yards. You worry so much about the records and all this. Let's do this. Worry about getting those kids out incarcerated, those 5 years old, 7-year-old. If y'all worry so much of stopping the human trafficking, get those kids out. Stop telling ICE killing our people and paying and killing them with our money. Y'all don't want to worry about that. But y'all want to put the blame on someone. Y'all give me enough time for these people to tamper the papers. Okay? Now, here I'm calling in every pathetic, prerogative, audacity, nasty curse words at Trump, at Palm Bounty, at Kash Patel. I send them email cursing them out. Do I have got arrested? And I do it for them to come pick me up. But we could go to court. No. But they could sue Cobell, NBC. They could stop the CNN. They sue Bloomingdale or whoever. Come on. I'm ready. That's the fear. Because you know what? Even my lawyers told me today. They said, Carlos, Mr. Juan, You gotta remember, you're not having fraud against you. They're using you as a guinea pig to clean their corruption in the house, and it's not an operational, it's a pyramid. And what's sad, even they noticed it, that as soon as I opened my mouth in UK, Prince Charles was arrested quick. Ambassador, quick. Even Goldman Sachs, the lady, she walked out quick. And what y'all done here? Y'all can't even get these 5-year-olds out of the incarceration. But y'all worry about, where's the evidence? Get those kids out. Evidence been thrown on your face. Y'all just filibustering and letting these people suck a lollipop while they answer you whatever they want to answer you. Oh, the Dow is down 500. Really? Really? I got partnership everywhere. Partners, shareholders, non-organizations, donations like crazy. But y'all won't let me withdraw to my account or balance any of my funds. But yeah, y'all let me move it around. So let's get technical. Why the deportation went on? Because 237 behind doors in the House voted for me. But now, y'all realize that I'm not the person that I bow or kiss your asses or do what y'all want me to do or follow your orders. No, I'm for the people. And I've been saying that. And that's the thing. I'm fearless, but I'm the sweetest heart, and I'm not the dumbest. I may mistalk a little because I had situations in my life. I have faced death more than any of y'all faced death. That's why God gave me a gift where I could travel out of my body. And if I was that bad, would God bless me? Would God let me allow me to get good recognition on everywhere? In Mexico, I'm their governor. In UK, I'm their governor. In Honduras, I'm their some kind of in every country, I'm a political person because I'm giving money that I make out of my profit. Because instead of your regime, crooked, corruption, taking my money, I'd rather give it to people that really need help. And since I'm trying to organize the whole nation, and I was doing it great, organizing them to stop the war, stop the human trafficking, and stop the drugs, and to shut down the cartels. We was working on it. Trump came in the second term, and every footprint of blue that I leave around these countries, he's dismantling. Like he deported the Hispanics because he found out I was the runner. What happened? He knew I was in Texas. That's where the gerrymander started. Now he put up $1.2 billion for his campaign because he ain't got no votes. Then what he did, the House, the politician, lied to Jasmine Crockett and told her to run. And I'm not going to say the whole thing because the people don't need to know. But the Lone Star Project. Yes, the Lone Star Project. But Jasmine Crockett's too smart for y'all. And she's devoted for the people as many, 1/3% of the Democrats are honest for the people. Half of y'all still baking it and bowing to the regime because y'all living off my crooked money. And what's making y'all look like kids? Not me, because I had Abraham. Look at my page. Everybody that fled yesterday, I posted it. And none of y'all took action on that. But the action I get in the evening is Tom Massey and others convincing all these podcasts and medias that I'm the one that's behind pulling the puppet of Epstein. I told you Epstein was alive because I have inside source. Y'all embarrassed because I'm actually doing something for the people what y'all didn't do. And what are 250 years, only one president did it. And I'm not going to name it because they're too dumb to understand that. But y'all want to pick on me. Well, you know what? Come get me. My lawyers already, once you pick me up, I have relatives and all that whenever anything happened to me, or y'all pick me up, immediately my lawyers be informed, and my family's gonna come get me and protest and stand for me, because they know I'm righteous. If I was wrong, why would I show y'all yesterday? Look, out of 15 years, finally one of my law firm, we got the case, we won it on Tether only. On Tether. 15 billion. And what I said when I got the news and I was talking to the corporates of Tether, I said, people, with politician or not, once I get this money, I'm gonna give y'all health care. I'm gonna help y'all. Because I'm happy to live the way I am. You know what? Money is not happiness, bro. That's root of all evil and corruption and powerless. You know what? There's an old saying I learned from my dad and when I was in the cadets. It takes a power to shut down a power. And see who's more powerful. Because just the words that you speak in truth and righteousness dismantles the corruption. I don't need to use my physical weapon or create a riot or like you did in January 6th. It's time. It's time to grow up, y'all politician people. You know, now that y'all put me out yesterday, because I watch everything. Whether I look at the camera, whether I get on YouTube, everything programs in my head. It's synchronized like an antenna, whoop, into my brain, to my conscious. And it tells me alert, hey, they sabotaging you again. So I'll go look at immediately the video, boom, boom. I said, damn, really? This is the third time. So y'all don't make up your mind. Is he here or he's not? Is he? You know what? Accuse me again. You better have evidence and proof because I'm going to come this time. I'm going to come with 2 law firms and I'm going to sue you. All of y'all. Except the good people. And I know who's the good people and the politician. And they're not hanging out in the house. Trying to scratch their head and figure out who to point fingers. They're trying to save the people in America. And since all this collusion going on back and forth, there ain't no politician no more. That's why the people don't listen to y'all. Y'all using our tax money to kill us, dismantle us, incarcerate little kids, but still here sitting here questioning these sucking lollipop filibusters and getting drunk across seas, and Trump paying people to do all these criminal acts and then put it on the Democrats. Then y'all want to force media. It's sad. It's sad where our politicians come from. Y'all cannot even make one fucking arrest here. And when I threw a paper over there in London, in Britain and London and all that, what happened? They didn't went and say, Prince Andrew, let's sit down and let's impeach you. The same police enforcement arrest Prince Andrew, they arrest the ambassador, and when they started seeing overseas people getting arrested, who was the first person that walked out of your house? Goldman Sachs. Yeah, she ran out quick. And who ran out after her? 18 people, and I posted it yesterday. Y'all didn't care, but y'all want to accuse me? Do it again. And I'm come. This time I have money. Thanks to my lawyers, that took them 3 months to see if I was saying the truth, because I have so many papers, they were scratching their head. How you have all these partnerships, all these shareholdings, all these coins, how you created Bitcoin and able to maintain all the stocks, communicate with people across seas, and be a single father to raise 2 kids and go to work, 9-to-5 job. They go, you are well gifted. We're going to help you. And yes, and I called it out yesterday, hey, and I show y'all, everything's on my page. I showed y'all the proof. 15 came from just Tether only, from the Trump family, from World Liberty. 15 billion is a lot of fucking money. Well, I'm over here still missing my dentist appointment because I don't even have to put my teeth back on. But I'm done. I'm done wasting my sleep. I'm done not going days sometimes, not eating right. Some days, yesterday I went all day without eating. Trying to see where the hell is this Epstein is at, because he's alive. Because I had a little Tweety bird saying in my ear that this man plays in America somewhere in between North or South Carolina, and then he goes overseas. But now, I put the word out. What neither of y'all president politicians doing, and I'm not even in the house. I'm pulling the strings for y'all, but y'all want to accuse me. I'm going to use my word from the street. That is major fucked up. That is bullshit. Now you can get no more help. And said, look, I didn't do nothing. I don't need a... See, God gave me this beautiful light, and he gave me the torch to light the way for humanity out of the darkness. That dismantle y'all. The noise I make is noise with sense and words that hurt. Dismantle y'all. I don't need to use physical action, riots, whatever y'all want to say. I created Antifa. All these sabotage me. Just be real. Because you know what? I'll tell you one thing out of my heart. Repent, because your time is coming. Repent. Evil never prevails. God is the arm, the strength, the hammer, and the shield of earth and every living thing on earth and humanity. That's the real. I'm tired of it. You know, the same way that Lone Star Project, yeah, the Longhorn Project that y'all did to Jasmine Crockett and had her fool. And the reason y'all try to get her fool, but she could make a fool of herself and get kicked out because she was the one that made more noise and embarrassed y'all because she spoke the truth like me. And she's out there fighting like me. And she's registering the system. Y'all keeping me behind pillars. But I know what's coming. And I'm trying to tell these people, if you fall again, they gonna want to bring back not just slavery already, because we work 2 paychecks. And we still trying to make it through the bills of the light. Well, y'all sitting there eating hamburgers of human flesh, and I don't care what you say. I called everybody out 3 days ago, and everything fell in place the way I called it out. Patel doing his thing, Patel and his cocaine and drinking habit, Palm Bondi, recruiting girls, and Kristi Noem deporting them, and bringing back other people from other terrorist country to work for ICE. That's why they all masked up, shooting like crazy. Because you know what? True American people would not have the guts and balls and stomach to stand and shoot someone in broad daylight like nothing. Because we Americans. Remember that. We are Americans. Pride, we're proud and brave of our land, of our patriotism, of our ancestors, and our immigrant ancestors that made where you at right now. The people that's out there that you dismantling, killing, scaring them, torturing them, living in fear, hunger, and y'all billionaires letting these wealth tech, and Elon needs to get off my phone, I'm telling you, because I may cross the line and may get punished by the highest consuls, not y'all. I'm more scared of the consuls. They're the ones that the universe, the gods that's under God is coming for y'all. So repent and forgive and come into your sense. Y'all are puppets to Trump, Patel, Bondi, Christie, and all the other regimes he got goonies. I thought y'all was well politician, but y'all laugh at me because the way I talk, the way I look, but you never sat or called me and said, hey, tell me a little bit more about you. Now I could tell you, hey, yeah, okay, since I already told you I created the internet, I helped create the internet in 1978. Look at that. That was the day and the year the internet was ever brought to the American people. From there I took off with Toshiba, Samsung, Intel, Nokia, Motorola. I could go on. Primeco. Every phone company, anything with device and software and engineer comes through here. Every AI around the world comes here. When y'all dismantled and tried to kill me in 2012, and I didn't trust y'all because y'all found out I was Satoshi Nakamoto, y'all put a platform under my name and frauded the people $40 million. And then when I spoke out about it to Obama, which I always pick Obama, but Obama been the loyalest and faithful one than any other president recently. From the last one besides Obama was Reagan. But the rest, piece of shits. I'm upset and I'm bothered. In fact, right now, you see that when I close my eye? That's Tether. The corporate of Tether. Tether. Okay? And I pay back. Okay? I pay back everybody that got fraud by Tether because I got $322 billion. And I'm going to post that today. And everybody that got frauded got paid back. Because Trump and his family frauded them under my name, and I got the dirt. But I'm a man. I face, even though it's not my problem, I'm one of those that I don't use, like Trump does, Biden or Obama. No. When you take the throne, you take the garbage and all the mess with that throne and try to clean it up. Because if you use the past, you ain't cleaning up shit. You just cleaning your own reflection on the mirror you can't wash away. You can't put your blame on someone else because it don't make you feel better. It make you feel cowardice, and a bastard. Like Trump pardoned CZ from Bosnia because he gave him half of my partnership ownership of World Liberty. Then Kathy Woods gave him all my Satoshi wallets. If people don't understand why these wallets of Satoshi that have not woken up, they're waking up all of a sudden. 16-year-old wallets, 9-year-old wallets, 14-year-old whales spitting out bitcoins like crazy. Elon is behind all this. I have sent to 9 different Republicans and Democratic when Elon hacked into the U.S. Treasury Data Department, and he claimed himself he's the owner of Doge. Let's look at those records. My lawyers got those original owned documents. I told him, put me out there. Put me in public, damn Satoshi. He goes, my lawyers are smart. They smarter than the politician in the House. They said, no, let's claim the fraud first. And then when we come to those big ones there, because they're in the trillions, yes, you see that wallet that's in public view of Satoshi that no one touched, that the Pentagon hired 3 different hackers, and 201 street hackers try to hack into that wallet. That was the purpose I left that wallet in public view, because Bitcoin could never be hacked. It's the Bitcoin, the foundation could never be hacked. It's the system that Bitcoin is sitting on top is the dismantled one. The corporates and the platforms where you give your information, those are the only ones that can hack into your wallet, like Coinbase, crypto, all those. Or the government, which they have no right to touch crypto. I mean Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is made by one person, me, Satoshi Nakamoto. Not by no government seat, not by no agent, no federal, no bank. That's why it's called decentralized, and it had 3 rules. No bank, no government or federal, or no one could tell you how to use your money or spend your money or track your money, because everything is transparency and it has timestamp a transaction on every cubic Genesis block. And you have an IP address because you have to make the transaction. You have to have Wi-Fi. Then you have your wallet, and your wallet has to have an email connected. So it don't matter if you put a name. The name don't matter. What matters is the email, because the email is your address. And in order to receive the email, you have to have an IP address. And then also, once you do all that, I created the system where it's automatically registering the block. Timestamp, dated, and number of transaction and location. This is sad. It's sad I gotta talk to y'all like this. And then y'all say, oh, he don't fit. Because y'all never seen the good side, the smart side, the intelligent side, the knowledge of the politician. Why y'all kept me so long there? Since 2000, wait, let's take that back. When I originally stepped in there, behind those pillars y'all kept me, was since 2004. My teeth broke because of the times when I was in jail, I defended other people that was picked on. I'm a man of righteousness. What's right is right, and I'm going to stand up for whoever's doing wrong to the right, whether you take my life. But I'm going to put my word out in my foot and say, hey, stop right there, evil. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going to do wrong to these people. You may see them a little wickedness because of the strength, but not wickedness in the heart or the head. They just need someone to talk to them to lift that spirit up. And that's the thing. And now today, what happened? The lady that got raped by Trump, you had the audacity to say, oh, it was a false accusation. Who else interrogated her? Only what? The Trump people interrogated her? And then what? Today, it was gone. And then yesterday, Johnson stands up there and says, come on, Republicans, we got to stand up and vote for Trump, because if these Democrats win the ballot, immediately they win the ballot, you know they're going to impeach Trump and many of us. He's calling himself out as corruption, because they see again dismantled by two people, really, but then all the other honest Democrats stepping up. The ladies are stepping up for these victims, for the right of the people, for the benefit of their right, for the dismantle from ICE killing them. And that's another thing. You use all my information, my email, my data. I was going through, well, my lawyers found it, and they have that as evidence, because I didn't do it. I'm against ICE. Why would you create a platform and a funding out of my money under my data, without my authority, without my consent to do that? But my lawyers found it. I have the PDF now that y'all made ICE under my name, so that's why I get all these sabotage. They're thinking, that's why you got everybody fucked up in the head out there. It's gonna stop. You could kill me, but you know what? God's gonna send the next one coming behind me, because he's not giving up. This is the time to reshape the ecosystem and kill the old infrastructure that was benefiting the wealth, the greed, and the devil. And I told you, when I cracked that code, I shook the earth, the grounds, the dirt, everything came up from the dirt everywhere. Celebrities, all that corruption, you see them dismantle running. And the good people from the heart and the chosen ones are the ones that are helping me, saying, hey, here, these people are fleeing out of America. You know what? Why everybody of these countries stepped away from America, even the smallest country is willing to fight against America, because y'all don't even give yourself respect. Y'all allow the own system, the own president that's dismantling all of y'all. And y'all here still impeaching. Have you heard Prince Andrew get impeached yet? No, he's sitting in jail still. And he's about to bark. So get ready, Trump, and all that. And by the way, that first tether is just the beginning. There's more fraud, and going to be charges on Donald and Eric Trump, Melania, Brandon Trump, all the Trump families getting. I want to hit them the hardest, because if you do the crime, you do the time. And you built the Alcatraz alligator for you and your people. You put innocent people in there, God is opening the doors for his children. And he's going to bring the ones that need to be cast in there and stay in the Father's darkness where they belong. Especially when you incarcerating little kids bunched up in a cage, like 30 or 40 of them. That's cruelty. But you want to attack me when I'm helping y'all and say that I'm the one involved. I'm the main player of the Epstein. Look, you idiots, I was the one that told you everything. When they lie to y'all, who magically threw some papers out there that came out of nowhere in a website and posted it, the truth? Who's throwing things out there? And no, I'm not hacking in the system. I'm not allowed to do that. That's a violation of the rules and the laws and the guidance of the universe, of the highest councils. It's my gift, and it's what I capture in that moment, and I go seek to that area where it's telling me to go. Or I listen to the words of the wind of the whispers, I follow it, and that I find right there, the corruption. So I call it out. Yes, I call all y'all out. I curse y'all out. I humiliate Trump. Yes, the past 2 days, every time he do his State of the Union, they blocked me from doing any comments. But on the People Union, the Union of the People, I spoke freely through Katie Pang, one of the good peoples too. She's a legit, there's a lot of good, half of it legitimate podcasters, and a lot of them that's under the regime payment. All these people who are standing up and defending Iran didn't do a goddamn shit to you, Trump. And what you did, you just bipolar, dementia with Percocet. You got 3 illness. And they think, and then you got a transgender that lies about his IQ, wears some dark eyebrow makeup and a dress in high heels. Yeah, J.D. Vance. You got Cash Patel. And you know what? Y'all could call me Treesome. Come contend me. I dare you contend me. I've been doing it for 17 years. Y'all just don't do it. But y'all want to sue CBS, Bloomingdale, journalist, Colbert. And they're nowhere near as bad as I am. Especially when I'm sending Trump nasty words. Telling him that I've been Melania over and bang, bang, bang. And, and you over there on your knees cheesing up your lips with Cash and JD and all the other pedophiles that y'all got in the ring around the world. It's done, bro. It's done. Don't judge this book by the color. Because I'm going to tell you one little thing. He put 3 barrels out there. A blue, red, and green. And if I put a lid on it and tell you, out of those 3 colors, can you tell me what's in them and what's the difference in them? Y'all start making shit up. But the truth is just the color outside. But if you look at the barrel, it has the same thing as the other barrel and the other barrel. Metal, empty, everything. The only thing that changes is the color of the outside. That's where your judges are. I can't believe that y'all use our tax money to kill us. Send ICE to dismantle us and then use my data, my funding. But I got lawyers. But they don't want to come at it yet. They are so beyond God's heart, and 22 law firms out of 12 years and nobody wanted to represent me. These took 3 months looking at all my documents. And there was 4 in the office, at one office, and they had to hire 2 more because that's how much documents and evidence I got. And they say, you know what, Mr. Ayala, let's do the right thing from your heart. Let's take care of all the fraud that's linked to other people, money that got frauded. Take care of them. And then when it comes to yours, then we hit the hard. We play hardball. But other than everybody else that's not corrupt, my heart goes out to you. I love you. God bless you. And remember these words. People, for the people, nothing but the people, and I stand for the people. And when I say I stand for the people, I'm willing to give my life. I raised my kids. I put them through college. Broke, but you know what? I worked. I couldn't open a bank account. I couldn't rent a home. But now that my kids are older, they say, Dad, if you need anything, we got you. Just don't lose. Don't let that light go out. I tell my kids, have I ever let the light go out? If I didn't let the light go out for my kids, I'm not letting my light go out for the people. And stop sabotaging. Your fear of Jasmine Crockett. Yes, y'all are chicken shits. Because y'all had to give $1 million to Tellerico out of my funding behind my back, unauthorized, which is another fraud, to have me and Jasmine argue, because that is the whole plan y'all made. The Lone Star Project. The Lone Star Project got dismantled if y'all don't realize that. Y'all a bunch of fools. Really, y'all a bunch of fools.